Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2022 BCA World Championship here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Here at the Rio Hotel and Casino, this is the CSI EXPO. We got all kinds of tournaments going on. This is just one of them, the BCA World Championship. This is a Silver Division B-side match between Debi Nason and Annie Trembley. Loser here ends up with 17th through 24th. The winner goes on to take a swing at the finals. I'm Summerfield Habner here with Badboys TV, and you are tuned in to Badboys TV. Brought to you by Mike Littman, Littman Lights, Diamond Billiard Products, Obi Custom Cues, and by all of you. Thanks for tuning in out there. Hope you're having fun. Try and share this with people. Let people know. And if you know anybody into watching pool, we're going to be streaming a whole bunch of it for the next week or so. So yeah, we love to get some people in there so we can have people to chat with and people get to enjoy what we're doing. We appreciate you tuning in, hitting that like button, and share whenever you can with your friends. Opening break here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, they're all there. That was Annie Trembley breaking. This is Debi Nason here. Debi is the co-director for the BCA League in Virginia Beach, where she plays out of. They're at Q Masters. That's a sweet little shot on the side there. I wanted to bump out just a little bit more for that 3-ball. The solids are looking really wide open here. The stripes got a real interesting 5-die thing going on. This is one where you kind of want to make sure you push through to get down to that 1 ball. You don't want to get trapped in no man's land. Oh. Pretty fortunate hook there. I think she might have caught her on the 9-ball. Oh, she might be able to cut that 9-ball on the side. Tree topped over the 10. Can't see any of the other 5 balls, so yeah. We'll see what she decides to do here. James, thank you so much for the shout-out. I did just get done with a match. That's why we haven't been live as I've been playing. I made the final bracket. This was my first loss today. Played a fabulous player. I just made too many mistakes, and he capitalized on them. So again tomorrow at noon. And if you guys don't know and you're anywhere in the vicinity of Las Vegas, we got 300 tables here and just about the best pool action money could buy. So come on down. Check it out here at the Rio Hotel and Casino. All right, and this is going to be Annie back to the table. Tries that 9-ball and barely undercuts it. Excellent effort. Leaves her on the foot rail or on the head rail though, and that's a great way to hamper someone's shot. Does have a pretty good look at that 3-ball. Pretty good look at the 1-ball also. All right, electing to go for the 1. Just trying to make sure you don't catch that front point. Beautiful shot. Perfect lead for the 6. I like to follow forward here for the 7 next. Tendency is to want to get real straight on the 7, but you got to leave yourself a little angle because you got to bump out afterwards. Oh, and undercut that ball. That side pocket's proven to be a difficult thing. Looks like Annie might have that 13 ball there. Let's take a look. Ooh, that's close. But if I know anything about our monitors, if it looks close, it's probably good. That is what she's shooting, the 13. I like to roll forward here and try the 11. Oh, nice effort there. Barely missing that ball. Again, that's Annie out of Oceanside, Tri-City. And Debi coming back. Debi wants to give a big shout out to her husband and her daughters who put up with all her, she didn't do ... but I think she meant ... ellipses, right? All right. Debi choosing to take the jacked up shot. I think I elect to go for the 6 here just because I have easier time cueing. Shooting over balls is just so difficult. Wow, did she do that beautifully? Let's see her do it again. Yeah, this is trouble. She's going to float down right into trouble. And we've seen her undercut this ball a couple times, and I think it's She's trying to just slow roll it, and it's so easy to have that contact-induced throw. So hopefully she's going to trickle this one. Nope, she hit it firm this time. Got into no man's land and out of no man's land, knocking that 4 free. Excellent shot there, very productive. I think I like to go 4-7-3 here. Yeah, it's not an easy out. You only got 3 balls left, but there's nothing, no gimmies here. All right, electing to take that 3 ball. I'm not really sure what this gets her. I think she's still going to be blocked on the 4 unless she draws back off this ball. Well, drills the shot. Doesn't get free on that 4. All right, kind of natural shape if you choose to take the 7. And if you cut this ball straight up the rail, that cue ball is going to float over to the left-hand side rail and right back over to the right. So still a touchy shot because you only have a little window. But, oh, man, and an excellent effort there. Nice try, Debi. And does a pretty good job containing out Annie. Annie looking pretty dead. Well, maybe she's got a little angle on that 10. Got a little angle to get back down table, but she's got that lower right-hand corner pocket kind of locked down, and that makes these 5 balls real tough down here. Nice one. Again, that's kind of what I was saying. Didn't have a lot of angle to get back down table. At this point, I like rolling the 9 ball down towards the lower right-hand corner pocket. I would call maybe I'd try to make it. Yep. Gets a nudge on the 4, doesn't get it out of there, but boy, I tell you, Debi's going to have a lot harder time now getting back down table for this 4 ball. For anybody out there wanting to practice a shot, I think the most natural one is a back cut to the upper right-hand corner pocket with a bunch of inside English. You're going to hit the left side rail, head rail, right side rail, and hopefully back down for that 4 ball. Yeah. If you avoid the 13 coming back, it's a pretty natural shot. Making the shot is the real trick. Yeah, you don't even really have to force it that much. That English will carry. You got a bunch of forward momentum. If I'm Debi here, I'm going to roll the 7 ball towards the upper right-hand corner pocket and roll my cue ball up to the head rail. I'd probably try to overcut the 7, hit the right side rail, and get the cue ball over in that corner. The only ball you really need to protect against is the 9 ball. 9 ball is the real duck here. Everything else is pretty challenging. Looks like she's going for it. Tries to stop and come back, and man, an excellent effort there. Nothing to argue with there. The LB Custom Cues, one of our sponsors there. And this just looks like something Darren Appleton should be doing on YouTube. I don't like this drill. Okay, so play the 13, roll forward, play the 14 in the right side pocket. That's going to get you a start. Drawn out, okay. She gets a little nudge there. She's still got the 11 ball, it looks like. Is that 11 ball cut over? It's tight, but it looks like it does. Now just don't get stuck under there. Nice try. I can't tell if she's got it, but I like playing the 7 ball off the right side rail, off the 4, into the pocket, and knock the 4 free. I think she might have it. It's a risky shot, though. That's not what smart players do. That's what Summerfields do. And that's why it got put on the B side. I'm going to be whiny for a little bit. It won't last long, but it's probably going to happen. I'm probably going to talk about specific shots. Holy cow. There's about 80 people in line at the desk right now. It is busy here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Saturday. We got more USAPL teams showing up today. We have 8-ball going on. Man, busy one. It does look like she's trying to, I don't know if she's trying to make it or just take that pocket over. I don't like taking it over because you just made your balls impossible to get to. All right, so nudge that 14 ball just a little bit. Yep, did the right thing and let her. The only thing I'd say, and this isn't a criticism at all, but you want to give your opponent the opportunity to move it back where it was. If they tell you to move it, that's good, but you want to make sure they say that before you touch the ball. I was playing a nice young man earlier who was contemplating using the bridge and decided not to use the bridge and left the bridge on the table. And I was like, just to let you know, that is a foul. I, of course, didn't call him on it, but yeah, any object on the tablecloth that's not being used is a foul. So you can use a bridge as long as you're using it. Is that going to get there? Oh, I can't tell if it touched. Wow. I wish I had zoom, super zoom. No, call the foul. I didn't see it come back. That's usually how you can tell the touch. Does a nice job, though, hanging that ball in the pocket. It would have been nice if it would have touched or even gone. I think she probably called safe. Yeah, this is what I mean about Debi's balls being tied up down there. You got ball in hand, and what can you do with it? I tell you what I do. I like to put the cue ball to the right of the 7 ball and play the 7 into the 9 and leave my cue ball sitting there in the pocket. So 7 off the 9, use the 7 to block you from the 12 ball. Just going to give it a whirl. Oh, wow, what a terrible time to get. Well, that's the result you got. Tricky stuff. And this is referee time. If she's not shooting right away from that 13, it's really, really hard to not double hit this ball. There's a lot of players out there that are kind of intimidated about calling the ref, or it makes them angry when people call it. To me, it is 100% the best way to avoid conflict, which is, after all, what we're here trying to do. Wow, how did that ball not go in the hole? I just thought she hit that great. All right, just got to make sure you leave yourself a shot here. You don't want to overhit it, but you don't want to underhit it either and get stuck on it. Boy, really easy to roll too far here and end up on top of the 8-ball coming off that 9. You really got to use the outside of this pocket. Yeah, then you're dead on top of it. That is rough. All of a sudden you got to kick there. You got to kick, you got to bank. I like to kick because hopefully you hit it well enough to hang it in the pocket or hamper the 9 even if you don't make it. And it's also just, that's a very makeable kick. Debi, a pro. Oh, overdid it a little bit. It's a funny thing that happens on these diamond tables. They kick and bank a little bit short from what most people are used to. And you kind of go through that, and then you tend to overcompensate a little bit for that. So that might have been what happened there. She might have threw a little bit of English on there. Outside English helps that ball get thrown in the pocket, so she could have been trying to do that. Use every chance she's got to pocket that ball. As an 8-ball player, before you shoot any of those balls, you need to make a decision about whether or not you're planning to get out. Or, I mean, that 8-ball's in a precarious spot. This is one where I would say, I need to get out, and I don't want my 9-ball to be my last ball. So, because getting from the 9 to the 8 is tricky. So I would have wanted to start with the 9 there. Go and rail first. All right, left herself in a good position. I think she can just kind of float down for this 9. This little slide draw here. Yeah, that's tough. Made the ball though. Let's see if she tries the back cut, if she tries the bank. This bank is stiff. So, looks like she's going to try and cut it. Good thing about that is the cue ball goes to the other side of the table. Oh, get it the hole. Like that. There you go. It's a smart shot. Good play there by Annie. Probably trying to cut it in, just roll in with the 9 here. Playing the 4-railer. Could go all the way. Man, it was on line 2. Ooh. Heartbreaker. Well, I'm not sure what she's going to have in mind here. I really think the easiest way to hit this is a little bit of low outside and hit really thin on this ball. You want to, yep, go over and back. All right, nice little cut here to take down game number 1. I have really been trying to force myself to walk over. I'm so sorry about that camera. Oh, it goes in. I hope that's what happened. All right, as far as I know, that was Annie taking down game number 1. This camera, the shutter keeps closing. We don't know what's going on with it. I really apologize. It keeps it exciting, though. I'm sure you guys are loving it. Right. All right, Debi to break here. Looking like a second ball break. No. Whew. So head ball break from the side there. Not a lot doing. This looks like a long game 8 ball. You can see how the left side of that triangle just kind of peeled off. That's kind of indicative of a loose rack. So something got loose there because all those balls able to drift away from that rack without really moving much. Black screen with a droid symbol. You might mean OB, and that's for OB Custom Cues, one of our sponsors here. Hank is asking what's with the black screen. There's a little flash that comes on this thing too. We're total pros here. I don't know if you can tell, but everything's coming up us. Well, in the straight pool world, some people would call this a break ball. I think it's a pretty dangerous one. I really want to just make sure I pocket this 4. And at that speed, that ball's going to go in. And if you hit a break ball speed, it's not going to go in. So nice shot there for Debi. Nothing free on the 2. She can play the carom. She could also play the combo. I don't think the one gets past the 15 either. Actually, let's look at that top view. So most people are going to undercut this. Wow, she overcut it. And, I mean, that's a little thin piece of that ball. She hit it pretty firm and didn't even quite get there, but that is absolutely the right line. So great effort there. Yep, everybody loves this shot. Jacked up over the pot, over the stack. Nice. Drills it, breaks a couple balls out. Very good shot. All right, so Stripes sign of life here. Everything was just so tied up there. I think at this point you kind of got to go 13-15 to get back up table using the 10. You don't want to save all that stuff for the last, but I'm not sure how productive this shot's going to be right now. Cuts it in beautifully. Yeah, boy, if she could have left herself for the 9 there, that would have been great. I can't believe that ball hung. That's crazy. Diamond shelves. For those of you that don't know, diamond tables, those rails are a little bit extended, so the shelf seems deeper in the pocket, so harder to pocket balls. Another great shot. These guys are shot makers. Yeah, she's back to it. I would be looking at that cut too. Again, you're not totally jacked up over the pack, but you are hampered just a little bit. Again, tendency here is to overcut it, to hit too much of that ball. She did it again. Boy, she's got a great eye for the edge of the ball. Just underrolled it a little bit. U18B asking about that hanging ball. There's a 5-second rule, I believe it is, where if the ball hangs for 5 seconds and then falls, it is replaced. If it's less than 5 seconds, then it counts. So this one that's been sitting there for a turn or two, yeah, would be replaced. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Hank. We're not seeing a lot of safety in this division. A lot of these players a little more aggressive, and I mean you see it in the shot making abilities. They're used to making tough shots and tough runouts. But I agree. I'm more of a safety-minded player also, and I know that I lose when I get too ahead of myself playing offensively. A lot of blue here. Hits it a little firm. I think that ball might have gone a little softer, but a nice effort. She was in kind of a tricky spot there anyways. All right, Debi back to the table here. Long cut on this one ball. I guess I don't start here because I think it only leads you back to the 6. You're already on the 6. So I feel like I would rather deal with that problem while we have it. Unfortunately, breaks out her other ball, so now we've got a reverse scenario where the stripes are all free and the solids are pretty, I don't know, hampered. I like playing the 11 into that, whatever's hanging in the pocket. 10 ball, I think. Yep. Yep, I heard her call the 10. Looks like that's what she's doing. Easy to undercut this and take it for granted. Very nice shot. Hangs that other ball exactly like you're supposed to. Get out of there. Oh my gosh. Unreal. Well, you can see it here. She is point hooked in a big way. I can't believe that ball stayed up. Here's where you got to kick safe. Oh, tries to kick the 2-ball combo and barely misses. Gets a hook out of it. I don't think she can see that 3-ball. No, I don't think she can. She might be able to see it, but not to make it. Let's see what she does. Maybe she could have seen enough of it. Well, here we go. Time for the breakout. This is one where you got to be really careful. You got to really make sure you make contact with that. I don't know. I think I'd like to go right between the 6-12. I'd like to push the 12 to the lower left-hand side of the table and push the solids up. You're still going to have your work cut out for you getting back for the 13, but you got to free up that 8 sometime. Well, takes a swing at it. Oh, an unfortunate kiss there on the 13. Staying alive out of that pocket. He's got a great safety shot here. This is where you just knock that 12 ball free and freeze her right on that pack. Looks like she's trying the back bank and wow, almost double kisses it right in there. That would have been a highlight reel for sure. All right. Unfortunately, she does open up the balls for solids, and that's kind of why I was saying that safe is what I was looking at. If your opponent has to do something to have a chance to win the game, chances are very good you don't want to do it for them. Nice try. Probably tried to play under that 12 off of it. Good effort. Unfortunately, hangs the 12 in the pocket. Not an easy shot here getting on the 13 ball. Assuming you're going to go from the 12 to the 13. You could try the bank here. I love to bank the ball, and I don't think that's what I would do right now. Yeah, I think I'm going to try a breakout again. Bunch of low, a little bit of left, and just draw right back into that 8-6. And hope you got a shot on the 13. All right, trying this bank. It's very close. Oh, kind of a two-way shot, too. Worked out well. Good eye there by Annie. And again, that's Annie out of Oceanside, Tri-City. And she is with Dick Sticks in Oceanside, California. And the Stagecoach Bar in Oceanside. And the 5 Points Bar in Escondido. Has the 6 ball. How does that ball not go in? Gosh, I thought she hit that great. Draw the heck out of this ball all the way down the table. 7 feet. Yeah, it doesn't really work. She's in kind of a spot. What you got to remember, though, is that solids, I mean, have a tough out still. No gimmies here. All right, 6 leads to the 7 ball. I believe it does not pass. Might go in that bottom side pocket here. Pretty tough to slow your cue ball down here, so you may just elect to go into those balls. But you got to hit the ball pretty thin to do so. Oh, look at that line to break out the 7. Man, tough miss there by Annie. And a pretty successful miss. Frees her ball up, doesn't sell anything out. Good shooting. What do all of these people want? Oh, they're signing up for Second Chance tournament. Second Chance begins here. That'll be going on all day tomorrow. There are minis galore, man. Mini tournaments going on all the time. Guys got to come down and check it out here. Debbie got her work cut out for her. Yeah, I like laying that one up. Got a better chance of making the ball. You don't run around to get about the same position on the 7 ball here. Yeah, Hank, I like the carom off there. Not from here. I think I'm going to go 7-3 here. Just looking at the 5 ball. Trying to take that pocket over, I guess. Makes the ball. Doesn't get safe, doesn't get blocked, but doesn't leave a pocket. We have seen Annie likes to bank the ball, though. Did I say that right? Annie's the one that I think likes to bank the ball. Is she coming back to the table, though? Yes, she is. I was right. Broken clock's right twice a day. Yeah, this is not an easy one. Looking at cutting it into that area. Wow, going for it. Excellent effort. I know that I'm a weenie, but I just want people to play more safe. I would definitely go off the left side of that 1 ball and just leave her tucked behind so she can't hit the 13. I would really like that ball in hand here. And I think she might have executed that. Kind of tied her ball up, which is why I wanted to go with the 1 ball. But yeah, I mean, I don't think she can see the edge just coming past the 3. You're really hard pressed to get that bottom side rail and into the 13 without missing the 5 or without hitting the 5. She's in a spot. She's kind of got to kick end to end here. Little wide enough. Oh, I don't think that was good. We'll see what they call. Yeah, that was definitely a foul. They touched the 5 first. It's like they're having a little discussion. And that's a hard one. One of the things about people kicking balls, most people would not call a ref for that situation, but that's exactly why it can be productive to do so. And now the person who should have had ball in hand has given up ball in hand. Does she not realize that? Oh, she does. Good deal. Good deal. Does that 8 go on the side? No, it does not. Wow. Hits it out, breaks it out. No way do you get behind that ball. No way. Oh. And I mean, that's a dead hook. That's a hard hit. Oh, you guys thought it was a good hit? Interesting. Well, I could have been wrong. It's happened many a time before, I tell you what. Whoa. Man, she couldn't have been any closer to hitting it, too. All right, here we go. Debbie got her work cut out for her. Oh, we were talking about the other one. The kick there, she kicked, and I think she might have clipped the 5 first, but who knows? We're beyond that now. To the 3. Good to know. Thank you, Carl. That's why I should just shut up. Nobody needs my opinion. Yeah, I like going 3-1-7. She got a little more of that ball than she wanted to, I think. So now you're looking at the 7-1-8. Just a little high outside here. Just don't want to leave yourself straight on the 1. She's banking. And I was the one that was saying I want to see these guys play more safeties. This is a very smart shot. So it doesn't make the ball, but puts herself in a great position to win the game if she had made the shot and leaves the pressure on her opponent. Now this is, if it wasn't on the rail, this would be a pretty easy bank, but that ball being on the rail makes this shot a lot more difficult. Got to watch out for the scratch here, too. Drills that ball. Whoa, Annie, nice one. Well, Annie taking a 2-0 lead here. All right, and this is Annie to break. Annie leading 2-0 in this race to 4 here at the 2022 BCA World Championship. My name's Boombox. I'm here about to be joined, by the Canadian cocktail delivering aficionado, the 8-ball master. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the handsome, the smelly, Dustin Campbell.
Hey folks, how y'all doing? Thanks for the great greeting, man. That was awesome.
Totally.
Yeah,
Anytime.
not that smelly.
Yeah. No, not at all.
No.
No, I had to throw something in there.
I get it. How's the match going?
It's going good. Both these ladies play really good. Debi's had a couple rough rolls. Annie just banked out to go up 2-0. It was really, really sweet shot.
I watched one of Annie's matches yesterday, I believe.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, she's got a good stroke.
Do you know where she's from?
No. Where is Annie from?
I do. Annie's from Oceanside.
That's right, in
Tri-City.
Fun fact, she was actually born in British Columbia.
I'll be darned.
She's a Canadian.
A Canuck.
Yep, she is.
So did she have an answer for the favorite Canadian?
I think she said Celine Dion, but I told her not to write that down because you should be ashamed of that.
Don't write that down.
Don't write that.
Dustin, you just opened a pool room.
I did in Kelowna, British Columbia, District Billiards.
District Billiards.
Go ahead, find us on Facebook. If you guys are ever in the area, stop on in, say hi.
That's so cool. Getting ready to expand, right?
Yeah. We've got 6 tables right now. We're expanding up to 12.
Man, that's exciting. Good for you. You're going to host some weekly events or trying to do some bigger tournaments?
We already do some weekly events now. We have a weekly 9-ball event every Friday, and Sundays we bounce between 10-ball and 8-ball.
Very cool.
Every month or so we do a money-added event as well. And yeah, we're going to be looking to do some bigger ones come summertime.
God, that sounds awesome. I want to come hang out in BC.
You're always welcome, brother.
I look forward to it. Get my snow machine and head on down. Well, cheers. Thanks so much.
No worries. Cheers.
And this fabulous Bad Boys mug. Did you buy these?
I bought this one. I stole that one.
Nice. Perfect.
Rick's not going to hear this, right?
Oh, no.
No.
I would be stunned. Yeah, I feel pretty confident that Rick doesn't listen to us too much commentating. Nice.
That's a nice little slice there.
Yeah, snuck that in. Well, she's looking pretty good. That 5-ball's in a tricky spot. The 3's in a tricky spot.
There's a little bit of work here, but it's not a bad-looking table.
Yep.
It's an even nicer table right now if, by chance, Debi manages to get up there and gets a chance. High balls are looking pretty.
Yeah, they are. Yep, solids definitely have their work cut out for them. Yeah, I think she might have wanted to just roll that 1 ball and have a little easier shot on this 5.
Yeah, going across that side pocket is always a tricky situation.
Yeah,
and that's why.
And it looked like she hit it great.
Yep. But that's
Hank,
the thing.
that's a terrific question.
You get a little bit of left or right spin on the cue ball on that, it transfers over. And even though you might hit it in the right spot, it's going to catch that horn going across the side pocket.
Yep. The horn. I always forget about the horn. I got in trouble calling it the nipple. It's the point, not the nipple. But the horn is good. I like the horn.
This is strictly a PG-13 stream.
This one?
We don't talk about nipples.
No way. A 271 here. Annie's a 271.
Is that all she is?
That's wild.
She's shooting better than that.
Yep. Well, like they say about Fargo doesn't tell you what you're going to do. It tells you what you've already done.
Exactly.
And I really like that definition.
Yep.
Everybody's like, oh, well, they shoot way better than that. It's like, no,
it's
they
even
shot.
better than saying an average, because it's really not even an average.
Yeah, totally. Debi Nason on a 368 here. So a pretty significant Fargo gap here.
There is. 80 some odd point difference there. 85 point.
No, shoot, almost 100.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
95 point difference.
It's huge.
This is how good Canadians are at math.
Yeah.
That's why we stick to hockey and drinking.
I like your style. There's not a lot of math in hockey, is there?
Nah. If you disagree over the score, you just hit the other guy.
I'll tell you what the score is. Do you play hockey?
I never did, actually. I'm one of the few Canadians that never really played hockey. I mean, we did street hockey and pickup and that when I was a kid, but I can't skate worth a damn.
Yeah.
You put me on skates, it looks like I'm having a seizure on ice.
Yep, then we have that in common, for sure. All right, Annie coming back to the table, and a lot of room to work for these high balls.
Yeah, nothing's really tied up. All that about the 14's a little finicky with the 6 and down on the rail, but even that's not difficult so long as you get a nice shot on it.
Yeah, not a great starting shot here, though. She's looking at cutting that 9 ball.
I'd be looking at that 12 ball and getting yourself in the middle of the table and give yourself some more options.
Yeah, I just feel like that one doesn't really get you a whole lot. It gets you on the same duck you were already on.
Yep.
All right, but could be thinking defensively minded here.
It's not a bad shot. The 3 obviously doesn't go past the 8. And whether Debi can jump or not.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think she's going to be jumping this ball, although she lays a good stroke on the ball. She draws the ball really well. Definitely she's assertive with her stroke.
I'm just not sure where she's going to put that 3 ball. I don't even see a real good safety anywhere.
Try and pop it off the 13 in the side, maybe?
Yeah, that's there. Or she's just going to rub it up and hide it right next to the 8 ball.
Boy. Yeah.
Makes things tough.
This
game got a whole lot longer.
Yeah. Should have seen this break. I was like, ooh, we're going to be here for a while.
Oh.
All
no
right.
worries, Hank. Thanks for bringing that up. We totally forgot to check the Fargos.
Yeah. You guys everybody's reporting in Canada, right, for Fargo?
Every tournament I do reports to Fargo.
Mm-hmm.
One of our leagues also reports. We use the Fargo League Management System for one of the leagues that play out at District Billiards. But most stuff is reporting, and I mean, after COVID made things real tough. A lot of people didn't move for, 2 years. Their Fargo rates didn't move a whole lot. And then they start playing, and suddenly they're moving really fast. As you guys probably know, Fargo rates, they only look at like the past 2 years. They take your entire pool career into consideration, but the biggest changes to your Fargo rate will happen in the past 2 years worth of play. So when you haven't played for 2 years and suddenly you're getting all these matches in and playing in all these tournaments, people's Fargos are just bouncing up and down all over the place. It's kind of funny to see.
No, that's a really good point. I hadn't thought of that. All right, looking like a good cut there on the 15.
Nice little rub on that 6.
Yeah, I might have wanted to play that 14 next, though.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. But she's got that cut on the 9, too, and the 12 is a blocker. So
yeah,
I don't think she's too concerned there.
9 leads to the 12.
Or she can just call the 12 right now. It looks like she's comboing it.
Yeah, not going to worry about the 10. Just combo that right down there. It's easy to take those for granted.
Yep. You see a ball sitting over the pocket like that, you figure you just got to hit it in the general direction and it's guaranteed to go. But that is not the case.
And then it never does. Well, she's still got her work cut out for her. Debi moved that 3 ball into a tough spot for herself.
She did. That's going to be another safety later, I think.
Yep. Pushing this one down table. Maybe leading to the 7 next. Maybe going all the way down there.
Overcuts it.
Just taking out the 12. Oh, it hangs.
It would have done her a whole lot of good if that 12 ball had dropped. It would have given the 3 ball somewhere to go.
Yeah, I wish there was a way to get the 3 open for her and still block that 8, but I was kind of can't do both of those. So are you working all night? Are you here? Are you going to play some minis? What are you doing?
Well, I think I'm going to get over and getting some minis. Going to try and do that tonight. I haven't hit up a single mini yet this week, so going to get over there, do 1 or 2 of those, probably get into some tequila, see if I can't get myself into some trouble.
I like your style. Now you're speaking Canadian.
That's right.
Yeah.
Canadiana.
Canadiana. And still, yeah, that's tough on that 14 again.
That's
The 9's pretty low in that pocket,
if she can take that 14, I mean, it's not a horrible shot, and it gives her the world. I mean, from there, she's pretty much out.
Yeah, might want to slow roll the 10 ball here. If you can get the 10, if you can make it or get it in the jaws, you're looking pretty good. I like to, yep. There we go. And I mean, there is the gap between the 3 and the 8. That is makeable.
It is makeable. I'm looking at taking that 12 ball now, though, and coming around to maybe even 3 rails, trying to come down here. Whether or not she sees that shot. Just like that.
Tweener, get there.
Uh-oh. Well, good thing she's got another go at it.
Yeah, 50-yard line. She's running out of goes, though.
Yeah.
Well, you got to hit this one real thin and real firm.
Precise.
Yeah.
And you can't try and get too fancy with it because you got a lot of big pockets you can go into.
Run, ball, run.
Same spot.
Yep.
Well, a little bit.
Another 5 feet, she would have been looking great. Rail first here.
I think I would go for the just straight slice.
Would you?
If it were me.
Is it on the rail?
I would just be no, it's off the rail. I'd just be concerned about making it. Just be concerned about making it come off the short rail back up towards the 8 ball, maybe even bounce off that rail.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh.
Tries the bank, breaks the 3 out. That could be trouble. Hangs it in the pocket, though. Pressure's on here. That brings Debi back to the table.
Debi's from Virginia Beach,
Virginia Beach, yep.
Yeah, she's repping the Q Master Billiard shirt.
Yeah. Shout out to her husband and her daughters, everybody that puts up with her blank.
I think she was going to swear there, but decided not to.
Yep, she pulled out.
Yeah. She didn't realize how much we actually swear on the stream. Because it's PG-13, right? You're still allowed to swear, just no nipples.
Just no nipples, yep. Curse words are fine.
Yeah.
I don't really like this run around.
Well,
kind of end up on the wrong side of that. But it might end up perfect. Look great. Sure. Wow.
You can't get a whole lot better than that.
Yep.
Definitely took the hard way getting there, but it looks nice.
Yeah, just put yourself in a position to make this 3 and not end up on the left of the 8. And give yourself a little angle.
Oh, she should be looking at one way or the other,
Perfect.
Just like that. Either pull back a little bit or push forward right towards the rail. It would have given her a great shot on the 3 either way.
Yeah, big pocket here. Whew, using a bunch of it, nailing it.
Wiped its feet.
Well, Debi said some really, really good shots to get here. And getting on the board, 2-1. I believe that's Debi to break. Like I said, this is Dustin Campbell and Boombox here with Badboys TV. We're brought to you by Diamond Billiard Products, Littman Lights. Big shout out to Mike Littman, OB Custom Cues, Break and Run Trucking, and mostly by all of you.
Have you tried the new Raven shaft yet? Have you given that a go?
Dude,
man, does that thing hit nice.
They're incredible.
It's solid.
The Raven's incredible. The Phoenix is incredible. I actually have a 31-inch Raven in my bag right now. I'm switching over to all OB.
Yeah. I've got an OB jumper. I got a Phoenix. I've got a Fusion. I've got all sorts of OB stuff. I love their stuff. Do yourselves a favor, anyone listening out there, if you like jumping like I do, mostly because I don't know how to play shape, but if you enjoy jumping, do yourself a favor and try one of the OB jump cues. They are fantastic.
The lift is phenomenal.
Yeah. The amount of spin you can get on that, I never realized how much jump forward, jump back, and siding spin you can get with jump cues until I started using the lift.
Yeah.
That thing is nuts.
Yep, I've been a fan of my old jump cue for a long time, but I tell you, I hit that lift, and I was like, okay, I get it. Now, she's been doing off-to-the-side head ball break, and last time it didn't go well. That was way better. She hit that a lot more square.
Didn't really help her a whole lot, but she got a decent spread. No
Dolly
friends,
Parton
but
break.
decent spread.
Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, they're all there. Jackie, I can tell you something will be on the stream. I think we have a Gold Division A-side match coming up here, which is just going to break my little heart.
I believe there's a silver A-side match coming up too.
Oh, that's next?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think it's next.
Later.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that.
Perfect. It sounds like we're going to be here for a while, so.
I think I patted some palms and got a local Kelowna boy to come on
nice.
the stream for us.
Cool. Does that mean you're going to hang out?
Oh,
no, you're going to go play.
I'm going to go play for a little bit, but I'll be in and out all night.
You pop in and out. Perfect. All right.
Can't steal all your thunder all night, man.
Shoot. Yeah, that 4-ball didn't have a whole lot of room to get by there. No thunder to steal, man. We're definitely better as 2 than as 1.
100%, my friend.
So, what other events are you playing? You playing teams?
No, I'm not playing teams. I'm just here for 5 days. I leave on Wednesday. With the opening of District Billiards, which has only been open since October.
Yeah, with your kiddo.
I got a new baby boy. Just turned 7 months old yesterday.
What's his name?
His name's Luke.
So cool.
Yeah, he's a hoot. So him and his mom are basically running the pool hall in my absence.
Wow.
And as much as I love being here, I couldn't make him do that for 10 or 12 days.
That's a tough sell. Be like, all right, sweetheart, you got the baby, you got the pool hall. I'm going to Vegas.
To be fair, I wasn't going to be coming at all. She actually convinced me to go.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I was the one that made the decision to only come for 5 days. So.
Well, you landed a good one, man.
Oh, she's fantastic.
Good for you.
Michaela, Luke, if you guys are listening, I love you. Daddy's coming home soon.
Oh. Are you guys able to watch the stream there at District Billiards?
Yep.
Cool.
I think she just closed down, though.
Yeah.
Sundays we tend to close a little bit earlier, and especially with just her running the place by herself. I said as soon as it slows down, feel free to shut the hall down, go home, have a bath, watch a movie.
Yeah.
Take her easy.
6 7-foot diamonds, 15 an hour, Canadian, right?
Yep.
You have Friday night 9-ball.
Sunday we bounce between 8-ball and 10-ball events.
Cool. Ooh, I hope she called safe.
That's unlucky.
Yeah.
And in the very near future, you're going to see some larger money-added events happening in the Okanagan region.
Very cool.
For those of you who are unfamiliar with where the Okanagan is, if you look at Seattle and you go about 2 hours north, you hit Vancouver, British Columbia. Kelowna, where we're located, is about an additional 3.5 or 4 hours away from Vancouver, British Columbia. Or if you're really good with your geography, you know where Orville, Washington is. We're about an hour and a half to 2 hours north of Orville, Washington.
You're 3.5 hours east of there?
Northeast from Vancouver.
Whoa. I did not know that.
It's a nice drive through the mountains. Have you ever seen that TV show, Highway Through Hell? You get to drive that road.
Oh, cool.
It's fantastic.
I love it.
It's just as scary as the name suggests.
I'm from Montana.
Oh, how'd you get through that?
That's amazing.
Oh, wow. Not hit a thing.
Yep. Heartbreaker.
Is it true that in Montana, during the day, they don't have speed limits? Or how does that work?
So when I was young, there was a speed limit, but speeding was a $5 fine. So people would have stacks of 5s in their visor. You'd pay on the scene. There was no ticket, no nothing. Then they went to no speed limit for a little while. And there were actually way steeper penalties. So there was no speed limit, but there was reckless driving.
If you drove like an idiot, you got a penalty.
Which I think is kind of how speeding should work anyway.
Well, that's how they do it on the Autobahn and that, isn't it?
Yep. But then between drinking and driving and speeding accidents, the death rate would just skyrocketed.
Oh,
People
really?
were going to Montana for that reason. And deer are a very real factor.
Oh, yes, they are.
I'm sure they are in your neck of the woods, too.
And some of the elk herds that they have in Montana, they ain't small.
No. Like hitting a semi. All right, nice shot there.
So Annie's going to start picking away at these low balls. She's not looking so bad either. See if she gives this little bit of gump on the 3 and get more towards center table. Down behind that 6-ball would be nice.
Yep. A little bit of spin around there.
Oof.
She really tried to put a stroke on that.
She did.
Just ended up missing the ball. That happens. You take your eye off that pocket for just a minute. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but we've got some table mechanics hard at work.
Yeah, working on them brand new Predator tables.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they're interesting tables for sure.
Yep. I haven't had a chance to shoot on one yet. I'm excited to try, and hopefully I get to jump on one before I have to head back home.
One of the things I liked was there's padding in the bottom of the pockets, and it definitely muffles the sound.
Oh, that's nice.
So that was yeah.
I think the lights are a neat touch.
Yeah, the lights have always been a little much for me. I feel like they're like hard on my eyes, but I talked to all the pros, and none of them seem to have a problem with it.
Not necessarily functional, but it's a neat little add-on. I quite like it.
You know where I saw those lights before? Is in Westworld. I was rewatching Westworld recently, and I was like, these lights are everywhere. What came first?
Westworld or Predator tables?
Yep. I think they bought the leftovers from the Westworld set. All right. Here we go. Annie looking like she's taking that 3 ball. Wow, trickling it in there. Nice touch.
That's what we call pocket weight right there.
Yep.
I think she wanted to roll forward a little bit more with the cue ball.
Yeah, I'd like that one on the side.
Yeah, she's got a bit of an angle on that one, but it's not so bad. I'd almost be looking at putting the one to the corner and skirting over to the far rail and take the 6 ball next if it were me. But maybe she sees something a little bit differently than we do.
Lining up that 4, yep. Elk are akin to cow on stilts. Yep, that's about right.
Oh, yeah.
It's a whole lot of windshield weight.
I've never hit one personally, but my uncle hit one when I was a kid. And I saw his truck after, and it was something else.
Yeah, demolished. Well, kind of got into no man's land there. Definitely got a cut on the 9 ball, but tricky to get on the right side of this 14 to shoot next. Not sure what she's going to do.
This is how we put Canadian kids to sleep.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Gotta burn the well. That's hilarious. Babysitter. Well, man, if that 4 ball wasn't there, that would just be perfect.
That would have been perfect,
shape.
wouldn't it? Think she's got a cross bank there? Tough shot.
I do not. Yeah, I think that 4 ball's too big. Oh, you cross bank in the upper left-hand corner?
Yeah.
I do think she has that.
I think that's about the only option. I don't think she can come around into this corner down here.
No.
Sorry, y'all probably can't see me pointing at the pockets. My mistake.
Playing 3 rails here for a hit. Oh, just making one of her balls?
No. That was my mistake too. I was looking at the 15 ball. I was thinking it was Debi shooting.
Okay, so she had called. I'm confused now too. All right, so Annie up here. Had she called safe? Is that what went on?
No, that was my mistake. I was for whatever reason I thought it was Debi that was at the table who was shooting high ball.
Yeah, I definitely thought so too. Terrific safe there.
Hey Hank, I believe a lot of the stuff that you read online is, there's always 3 truths. I wouldn't believe everything you hear about those tables. They're getting them in between events. They're getting fresh cloth on them and getting them into as new state for the next event that happens.
And they got the best table tech in the business, man. Ernesto Dominguez out there working night and day. He has been working hard, man.
And you ain't kidding when you say he's one of the best in the business. That man is, his knowledge, he knows more than I'll ever learn.
Right?
He's forgotten more than I'll ever learn.
Yep.
So.
Do you do your tables up there?
I do. I do
Nice.
my own.
How long have you been working on tables?
Oh, on and off for 7 or 8 years, I guess I've been playing around with tables. I'm definitely not a table tech. I will never claim to be one.
Yeah.
But when it comes to leveling, doing cloth, swapping out cushions,
yeah,
I do all that myself. Any serious stuff, I would call up a guy like Oscar to come in and do it for me.
Yes, indeed. Well, Debi, right to take her time here. This is a tough situation. She's got a tough hit, and Annie's got a pretty easy out here, depending on what happens. So kind of do or die.
She could get lucky depending on which side of that 15 she kicks at.
Yeah.
Or she can also give her opponent ball in hand.
Yep.
It's an interesting tactic, Cotton. Let's see how it works for her.
Let's see how it works for her. Well done. I like to start with the 1 here. I go 1-6-8. How about you?
I don't mind the 1-6-8. Kind of depends how I'm stroking, though. I mean, that's just a good stop shot. I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm stroking really good, then yeah, I'd probably still go 1-6-8.
I mean, you can go 6-1-8.
You could go
6 in the upper right-hand corner.
6-1-8. But then you're moving the ball more than you really need to.
Yeah, that's right.
And whenever you move that rock around, there's always room for error. So this is just a nice, good stop, shoot.
This scares me. I want to just be dead straight.
Yeah,
Maybe
she's got an angle there.
Maybe she's trying to pop out around the 6. I feel like this is the shot where you, wow, what a touch there. And if you're going to play into a ball like that and you got the skills to do that every time.
Kudos. That
Kudos
was
to you.
very nice. I don't know if I'd have the balls to take that shot on a TV table.
Right?
Mind you, I also suck, so.
Yeah. Well, Annie not wasting any time at all, trying to go up 3-1.
Whew.
Got a little spicy, leaves herself long here.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you are, this is a long shot for all the money. All right, so to go up 3-1 versus 2-2, Annie Trembley out of Dick Sticks in Oceanside, California. Stagecoach Bar and the 5 Points Bar in Escondido.
Shout out to those guys. Thank you for having tables in there and doing what you can to further the pool community in your town. It's always appreciated. And if you guys are in that area and you've never been to, what is it, Dick Sticks and the Stagecoach?
Yeah.
Stagecoach Bar, do yourselves a favor. Go in there, buy a beer, have a sandwich, sit down, and play pool for 20 or 30 minutes. Help out these business owners that have had a real tough go the past couple of years. Don't cost much to have a beer, but it means the world to them.
That's the truth. Man, I'm barely missing that ball. Debi with a huge opportunity here, but not an easy one. That's a tough cut in the side.
Well, thankfully she doesn't have to try too hard for shape. It's pretty natural anywhere she goes. Just make the ball. That's all she's got to worry about.
I think I'd be looking at the corner here. You just got such a big
I love diamond sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
got
such a big
deep
pocket down there.
It is.
Wow.
There you
drilled
go.
that ball. What a shot, Debi.
Didn't even try to pace that in. That went in with a little bit of spunk. That was a nice shot.
Yes, indeed. All right, Debi tying it up here at 2-2.
Now we got a match.
Yeah, we do.
Well, what did you expect?
Yeah. All right, 2-2 here, Annie to break. And we are live here at the 2022 BCA World Championships. I looked over and there were about 80 people in line over there. I was like, what the heck is going on? It's second chance sign up, right?
Oh, yeah, we're doing the second chance sign up for the 8-ball.
Are you going to do second chance?
I am. I am going to jump into the second chance.
Nice.
I've got myself and a small contingent of Kelowna players here that are going to sign up. Actually, no. It's actually just 2 of us. Myself and Todd Gainey are going to sign up. Todd's dad, Phil, is still in the silver division. He's still on the A side and shooting lights out.
How's Todd's eye doing?
I think it's bugging him a little.
Yeah.
It's bugging him a little. It may be better now, but this morning it definitely wasn't comfortable.
I saw him on the way in this morning, and he told me the story. I had no idea that happened.
Yeah, it's
almost
it's
lost
a really
an
funny
eye.
it's a really funny story, and I wish he was here because I would get him on the mic so he could tell it. But for those of you listening, he basically took a jump shot and flicked his wrist in some sort of weird fashion, and the jump stick came back and stabbed him in the eye. Yeah, just about lost an eye. He was wearing an eye patch for a while. He was Pirate Todd for about 6 weeks.
And for anybody that doesn't know him, this is about the nicest guy in the world. Hilarious, good-humored, good-spirited about everything. He was even making fun of himself telling the story, and that is just brutal. He said it was like 8 months that he was really laid up. And I guess he doesn't stop moving.
Yeah,
Never does,
and 8 months maybe, yeah, but it still bothers him.
Yeah.
He's got his on days and his off days.
Oh,
I think a lot of it
guy.
was the pressure from the flight over here.
Yeah,
Caused an issue.
My mom has eye pressure stuff too, and it's a big deal.
And that was a hammer of a break, but she lost control of the cue ball, and it jumped into that corner
Fired
pocket like
right
it had
there.
eyes.
Yep. Well, we got a table here to look at. Debbie's got her work cut out for her. Not any clear path.
Looking like that 7 goes. I'd be looking at trying to spread those balls out a little bit, though, if it were me. I got the ball in hand now. Try and move them if I can.
Yeah.
I almost like high ball for just that reason.
Just for using that to break something out?
Yeah. You got a nice little pocket of balls in the center there, and you got a few options, and you just have to do is smash into them.
And again, that's something that I think a lot of players at a lower level aren't really going to recognize, is that getting rid of your balls in this situation definitely works against you. It means you're running out of opportunities. It means you're making it easier for your opponent to play safe.
Hank, I'm not sure how long we'll have between this one and the next match, but I know that we're running pretty rampant on tables, so as soon as this finishes, we'll probably have someone coming over here right quick.
This match started a little after 4:30. We're at 6 o'clock now. They're spaced into hour-and-a-half segments, so we may end up losing our 6 o'clock match. So depending on how long this match goes, we may not have another one until 7:30, or they may hold up the 6 o'clock match depending on which one they deem more important. Above my pay grade is what I like to say, and I don't get paid much, so...
We'll put the question out to the people that make these decisions and hopefully get an answer for you guys within the next few minutes here.
Yeah. All right, trying to make something happen with that 3 ball. Wow. Holy cow, almost made that ball, and that would have been a terrific little save. Yeah. All right, so because that stripe didn't fall, she's got a pretty great ball to get a breakout here. That point is sticking up, though, and you got to hit this ball perfect to make contact with that stack. Let's see what she decides to do. Anybody out there watching, enjoying the stream, please hit that like button. Tell your friends. We got all kinds of fun stuff coming up this week, and we look forward to seeing a bunch more of you. All right, so just opening the ball up out of there. I think that's smart, keeping that pocket blocked.
Got a little bit of work going ahead of her here.
Yes, indeed. We're going to let them work it out. I definitely find myself brain dead after 8 ball. Oh, my gosh.
There's so much thinking. That's one reason why rotation is easier in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have so many choices. It's like, well, I got to hit the 2 ball next.
Yep, I did get shape or I didn't get shape. I'm going for it or I'm playing safe. All right, so doing what she tried to do last time. That's a nice shot. Yeah, I totally agree. The one thing that I hate about breaking dry is that I've started giving myself positive reinforcement by saying, oh, well, at least I don't have to deal with that mess. And that's not a good thing to think. You don't want to break dry. That'll cost you. It cost me today.
Yeah, so how'd your match go earlier? You said you got got knocked down to the B side. Were you at least happy with your playing, or what happened there?
I played a good player, and I made more mistakes than I should have. I broke dry, and I had 2 really unlucky scratches. Weird tables like this, and 2 scratches up breakouts that if I did it again, I don't know. I'd probably try and hit it the same way because I was very surprised that it scratched. But that's what happens when you're running into balls.
There's a lot of those shots where you just can't see that happening, right? There's a reason why we're not all pros.
Yes, indeed.
Gets a little separation in that pack there.
Yeah, a little wide.
And not a horrible leave either.
No, it's not. Looks like she can see to cut the 5 ball. 5 ball might be productive, might bump out the 3.
Yep.
I think can see the 7 ball to play it if she wants to.
She might get real lucky actually and bump off that 8 ball and bump the 2 over to the rail as well.
Right?
If she were to take the 5 right now, depending if she can get any setter, maybe a little bit of draw on that baby.
Looks like she is going to play the 5. Ooh,
what a leave, though.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah.
Undercuts it just a little bit, but that gets her into a great little safe zone. Looking out at a pretty busy room out there. Man, a bunch of USAPL today, right?
Yep, we had USAPL teams going today.
Yeah.
We've got 8 ball, gold, silver, bronze still running.
And platinum.
We got seniors still going.
Wow. Yeah, big days.
It was a busy day. Our tables have been full all day long.
That's awesome. Well, I'm sure they were stoked to have you here helping.
It's always a hoot. I enjoy it.
Oh, it looks like the fella that beat me is up at the podium now, dropping off the sheet. Hopefully you got that one.
Should we shake our fists at him in a menacing
manner? He's the most flammable 8-ball player I've ever seen. No, he was a really good guy. Very, very nice.
That's awesome. And that's one thing I've started to notice, a lot of change. I don't know if it was necessarily COVID or people are just growing up. But you don't have so many people coming out complaining. They're like, well, I lost because so-and-so's an idiot or he's a lucky punk and this and that, the other thing. You got a lot more people being very civil about their losses and taking it with a grain of salt and admitting that they're the reason why they lost. Oh, yeah, no, so-and-so just played a better game.
Yeah.
And I love seeing that. It's so good for the sport.
Yeah,
so
sportsmanship's
all
really
of you
important.
out there that do that, kudos to you.
Oh.
I think I saw a little rub on the 15 there, but nothing came back and touched it, so it should be a good shot.
Great ref there, Sam. Let's see what he decides.
And looks like he called a good shot.
Guess so.
So for those of you who don't recognize that rule, even though her cue had rubbed the 15 ball, at no point did another ball make contact with the 15 ball or even come remotely close in a way that would have changed the outcome of the game. So
yeah, and then no moving ball went through that path.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why it was called a good hit and no foul.
Because we're playing object ball or cue ball fouls, not all ball fouls.
Correct. In BCA CSI rules,
Yep.
that is a legal shot. Now, if you're playing VNA or ACS, I'm not sure what the rules would state on that, but every league has its own rule sets. Here, that's a good shot. And that was just straight in.
Just straight on in there.
Yep. Remember that shot next time you have a ball sitting in that pocket. You'll know how to do it.
Oh, it goes. Yeah.
Oh, it goes. It ain't that hard.
I tell you what.
Annie's going to make her move here. I think that... where would you start here?
Any solids, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that 2 ball, trying to find somewhere for that to go.
If the 2 goes in the upper right-hand corner pocket, that's where I'm going to start.
Yeah. And it looks like it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that would definitely be the starting point.
So I'm going to go 2 in the upper right-hand.
Play that down and play the 5 into the bottom right corner.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
I think that's your easiest path here.
Probably.
Everybody sees it so differently, though. I love that.
It's really interesting hearing people's viewpoints and how they look at the table, how they view it, where they're going to move.
Oh, yeah.
Back home, there's a couple of guys where we play this game where we call their next shot for them.
Playing 8-ball?
Yep, so we'll just play 8-ball, and I'll tell them the shot that they have to take and where they're trying to get shaped for, so that they can see maybe a different viewpoint as to how the table's laid out in my head. Huh. And it's fun. We don't do it all that often, and we definitely don't bet on it or anything like that. But it's really interesting to see how other people think and their trains of thought.
Huh. Do you guys have a name for the game?
No.
So apparently Annie was not solids, and I was pretty sure she was.
I thought she was.
Because she left that ball. I must be wrong. We'll leave it alone. I just learned a really cool new game, and it's called Lifesaver. And if you haven't played Lifesaver, it's a great one to check out. Look up lifesaverbilliards.com. It's a game where you have to make a ball, but you only shoot once. So you shoot, you try to make a ball. If you succeed at making a ball, it's your opponent's turn. And your goal is to make a ball and play safe. Oh. If you don't make the ball, you lose a life. And once you lose 9 lives, you lose the game.
Oh, that's neat.
So it's a very offensive game because you always got to make one, but it's super defensive.
Teaches you two-way shots.
Yeah. A friend of mine was like, I don't want to learn that. He's like, it's going to teach me how to get safe on myself. But I think a lot of people just don't think about those shots. And it puts the pressure on. You got to make a lot of balls.
You know, it's a really neat way of thinking about it. I remember years ago, a very talented pool player in the Kelowna region, Brady Golan, told me that if you always get another shot, you will always win. He said, now whether that means you sink a ball, or you play a safety and you get ball in hand, or you play a safety and just leave him with a tough shot and you get another shot.
Yeah.
You always get another shot, you'll always win. Now, obviously, that's not completely accurate because we can't always win. We'd all be pros otherwise. But it's a really cool way of looking at the game. If you're not 100% satisfied with a shot, look for a safe or look for a two-way.
Yep.
So that Lifesaver game, that sounds really intriguing. I might try that.
It's a good one. Now, Brady Golan, is there a Brad Golan or is that Brad Gowan? Does Brady have a brother?
I don't believe so. Brady Golden is a snooker player. He's based out of Kelowna. I believe he's about a 740 Fargo. He's been
older fella, right?
He is.
Yeah. I think I get those guys confused, but
Brad Gowan, I recognize that name though.
Yep. I think he's a player out of Washington. Oh boy, that 12 ball just made things tough.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not a table I'd want to be looking at.
I kind of like banking that 5 ball right at that 3-2.
Use the big pocket,
Got
try
a
and
big
spread
pocket.
things out a little bit.
See what you can make happen.
I don't mind taking the 3 ball right now with some upper left junk and just try spreading it out a little bit too.
Yeah. I don't really want to get stuck down there, but in fact, I think I might just play with center ball to kind of push and hope to get out of there a little bit. That 5 ball's in kind of a tough spot. It's easy to get stuck and not have another shot. Like you were just saying, as long as you got another shot.
Yep. You could always play safe on this too. Roll the cue ball into the 3, up and freeze it to the 2.
Back of the 2, yeah.
On the back of the 2 there. Just like this. Oh, so that gets you one a little bit more tops on that.
And then you take your ball away to break that out. That's tough. Well, let's see what they decide to do. If she hadn't called safe, she would have had a shot there. That's a pretty tough 2 ball, though.
It is.
These are pretty sweet.
The new Badboys mugs.
The Badboys mugs.
The sippy cups, yeah. So Bad Boys, they have these new glass mason jars with a screw top cap and a nice straw, plastic straw coming out of it with
sippy cups.
with a little prevents any spillage. So we're gonna call this the sippy cup of love.
Yep.
Yep.
You can gesture erratically.
Yep. Oh, definitely.
Oh, Brad Golan played out of Portland in the 70s. That's where it was, Portland. Thank you, Edward.
Yeah, great, Edward. Thank you. Yeah, I know I recognize the names from somewhere.
Gowan is playing again. I commentated a match of his a few years ago in Lincoln City, and I was like, I've never even heard of this guy. And they're like, that's one of the best gamblers that Portland saw for about the last 50 years. And I was like, oh.
Wow. So he's a guy you should have known.
I should have known, for sure. But I haven't been around that long. I wasn't there in the 70s.
All right. Let's see what Debi's going to do here.
Yeah, this is tough. It looks like you might have a chance at hitting that, breaking those out off the 5, but I think you're going right into the 8.
This one, I'm definitely playing a safety. I'm rubbing off the 5 and trying to freeze the cue ball right to the 8.
Yeah, I like that.
You can give her a kick, and sure, it's a big pocket coming off the 2, but you're also forcing her to break out your ball.
Oh, and gets the second hit.
You know what?
I think it worked out all right.
That's not so bad.
Yep, she's kind of forced to kick to the side rail now.
Yep.
So going to that high side rail and into the 12 ball, and that is going to free up your 2. Yep. I guess you could try and kick the other way.
You risk fouling, but you're probably, if you hit it properly, you hit the top side of that 12 ball, you leave it a little bit safer.
Yeah, I actually think that's the way to go. I think going this way, you have a way better chance of getting safe.
Yep.
Looks like she's lining up pretty wide to make that kick, though. Yeah.
To be fair, though, she probably didn't want to hit that.
Yeah.
Let your opponent break it out.
If they're going to.
Yep.
My first match of the day today, I had 8 ball sitting in the corner pocket, my ball right on top of it, and he ended up on a shot, and I was like, hey, man, it's not a big deal, and we can just play it out if you want, but we're going to end in a stalemate here. He's like, no, we're not. And I was like, okay. And he's like, I'm going to get ball in hand, and I'm going to run out. And I was like, okay. And because my whole thing was I was never going to touch that ball. I was going to leave it alone. And he put me in a position where it looked like I could barely touch that ball and get safe on it, and I rolled it.
So you jump on it.
And it rolled off, and he's, I mean, you could tell he was just like, see. I felt he was pissed, though. I felt bad. I apologized after. I was like, sorry, we got off on the wrong foot. I wasn't trying to pull a fast one. And I definitely had no intention of ever shooting that ball. That just goes to show you, don't go against your instinct.
And that's the thing. A lot of time in these games, you'll see a sliver of a ball that you didn't think you'd see, and you get kind of excited, and then you're like, oh, I can do this instead of actually playing the smart shot.
Do something stupid.
So all those new players out there watching and listening, and don't get me wrong, I'm no professional, but what I will say is stick with your initial instinct. Have a plan. Stick with it. If you don't have to break stuff out, let the other guy do it. Best thing you can do. Look at this.
Wow, look at that touch. Almost got up in there.
Is there enough paint on that 15 to slice it into the corner? Can we go to the top view?
I don't know. Ooh. I think she can see it. I just don't think that 2's going to let it happen. I think that 2's going to block it, but it does look like she can see it.
Well, she can also just bump right in the 12, too, and leave the cue ball sitting on the rail, in the short rail.
Wow, gets to the backside of it. I like that idea.
That's not bad either.
One of the things that this player that I was talking about earlier did really well is he forced me to shoot the ball that he wanted me to move. And if you want your opponent to move that 2 ball, that's exactly how you do it. Because if you leave them anywhere else, they're going to try and move the 5 ball. But at this point, nobody's going to kick to try and hit the 5 ball and risk giving up ball in hand.
No.
But she's got a good separation safe here.
Just leave it down on the far end of the table.
Oh, she could see it. Get out of there. Well, shows what I know. My point is relinquished.
Well, that 15 ball's coming to play again. I believe that she's got it. She moved the 2 ball just enough a couple shots ago that
yeah,
it should be able to slide through.
Ooh. Yeah, it probably goes.
But I'd hit this with a little bit of pace, so you come off the rail and bump that 12 ball. Get it out of there, because the 12 definitely doesn't go by the 2.
So you're going to hit some inside with it?
Yeah, I would think so. Oh.
All right, a different approach. Still leaving her on the right side of that table, though, and boy, that pocket is taken up. Looks like the 2 might be blocking the 15 from going.
I definitely see another safety coming up.
You don't think she's just going to bank that 5 in, drop the 2, and run out?
Nah, I don't think she can get on that 2 in a way that she can sink it. If she can, I mean, that's threading a needle trying to get the cue ball between the 12 and the 15 to hit that 2 in a way that it'll drop.
I think she's banking that ball. Or she's calling the 2. Oh, gets around it. Now there's nothing on the table makeable. No. The 2 ball. The 2 ball. I asked the guy at one point today, I was like, are you trying to re-rack this? Just everything kept getting pushed back towards the middle. It was funny.
Hey, Jeff, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys watching. That's New Jersey and American, right?
Indeed.
Okay,
yep.
Cool. I got that.
Wow.
And now we're wide open.
And we're open. I don't know what happened, but it was something. And not sure who's coming up next. I think it's Annie with solids. No, we thought Annie was solids. That'll tell us. It's Debi coming up here. And she is looking at the solids, tree-topped over this ball, taking the 2 in the upper right-hand corner pocket. Yeah, Jeff was talking about driving around Kid Delicious earlier when he was a teenager.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sounds like he's got, what a shot, man.
Nice
Pressure's
shot.
on. Dead in the side. Dead in the corner. Dead somewhere. Debi Nason bringing out a huge shot here. And, I mean, just a straight follow here for the 8 in the left-hand side pocket. Yeah. Make sure you take your time here. Just got to pocket this ball. Sorry, Debi. That's a rough miss. Annie with another opportunity back at the table, and I'm sure she's going to be glad to be getting back to it.
Yep. No, looking at that last shot there, I would have been quaking in my boots thinking I didn't have another go at this table.
Yeah. And she kind of hit that stun shot to leave herself an even harder shot in the 8, too, I think.
Yeah, I would have hit that a lot softer with some tops and just rolled forward, but...
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
overcuts it.
And gives Deb some nice shape on the 5 ball.
Yeah. Great opportunity here getting back to the table for Debi. Do you just play this with center ball? Drift up for the 8 in the side?
Probably. I'd probably hit center firm, maybe even just a touch of left to straighten it out if I need to.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the angle and how far off the rail it is there.
I've been trying to really get better at shooting just center ball shots, letting the cue ball weight do the work for me.
Let the natural angle of the ball do all the work. Yep. Definitely the way to do it. You start playing around with too much spin, and you tend to get out of shape a lot more, and then you're struggling to get back in. Right. That's something I'm horrible for.
Me too. I overspin the ball all the time.
Let's just give this 3 full tips worth of spin. Yeah, it'll be fun.
No way, I missed. I rattled the ball.
How'd that happen?
Oh, man, excellent effort there by Debi. Again, that was one where she just needed a few more feet to roll forward.
Yep.
But she puts her in a very strange situation. Ms. Caitlin coming through.
What are you bringing us, Caitlin?
The sushi animation queen. The mother of our co-commentator, Colby.
Best commentator Badboys TV has.
She's hilarious.
Here, of course.
No, she's got me beat for sure. I blew it. She didn't get to commentate with me this time, and she left.
No,
it was so sweet. She cried when she left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart shot, getting that 13 out to the center of the table.
Definitely a smart shot.
Forcing the 8 to take a bank, or maybe try to follow in.
I think I would take the follow here. I think I would take the follow and leave the cue ball up on the short rail. Play a two-way. Just make sure you sink the 12. Hope to follow it through.
I think she might be trying to knock the 12 out.
I'll play off the rail and off the 12.
What I like about this bank is it will leave the cue ball on the other end of the table. Get a good chance of doubling them up. Wow, and she hit right through the core of that ball. Pressure's on here for Annie.
I'm okay with that shot.
I missed this shot. It was a little more of a cut, and I was tree-topped directly over a ball for my set ball earlier. I ended up winning the set, but I am just so bad at shooting over balls.
Yep. And I'm not going to say that this is an extremely difficult shot. It's not. But it's not an extremely easy shot either.
Oh, yeah. 2-2. We're going to 4.
Especially when you got the pressure on.
Somebody's getting to the hill here. Ooh. All right. Well, Debi for a chance to get to that hill, close this game out. Nice and easy, making it happen.
And there you have it. Debi's on the hill.
Debi to the hill.
It was 2-0 for Miss Annie Trembley, and just like that, we had a 3-game swing, and now Debi is on the hill, 3-2.
Huge swing there.
It is. Just goes to show you how fast these things can change.
Yeah, they can. Well, as always, we'll be rooting for a hill game here.
That's the way it should be.
No matter who's playing, we always want to see an exciting one. Trying to figure out who's breaking. It looks like Annie coming to the table.
I'm going to come join you guys in a little bit. I've got to run around and do a few things, but it's a pleasure talking to y'all, and we'll talk to you soon.
Dustin, thanks so much for joining us.
Always.
Thank you so much for that Bad Boys cocktail. We'll see you again real soon. Shoot good.
You bet, brother. Bye-bye.
All right. That's a good reminder that this is Summerfield and Dustin here with Bad Boys TV, brought to you by Mike Littman over at Littman Lights, OB Custom Cues, Diamond Billiard Products, Break and Run Trucking, and mostly all of you. So thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. We have some silver ladies action right now. This is ladies 8-ball. Winner of this match continues on. This is an elimination round, and the loser ends up 17th through 24th. So fighting to stay alive here. This is $150 payday for the loser, and let's see. I'm going to look up what else is going on here. I start talking about things before I looked them up. Sorry. Ladies, 8-ball, singles, silver. 81 players going into this division. We're in the final bracket, and oh, this isn't the final bracket. Got it. Thank you. It's a beauty. I love it. Who made these? No, I haven't. Ooh. That's sweet. Those are awesome. Good job. All right, here we are. This is, like I said, 17th through 24th. Annie Trembley, Debi Nason. 150 to 17th through 24th, jumping to $200 for 13th through 16th, $275 for 9th through 12th. So it just builds from there. Let's see, a first place prize of $2,300. So one of these ladies is going to be one step closer to getting to that finals and competing for that $2,300. Yep, hill, we just need the hillbilly. Old hillbilly. And we're at about 6:30 now. Looks like we're probably going to miss that 6 o'clock match, so 7:30 is probably going to be the next one we have going on. Depending, Debi seeming like she's going great guns after a slow start, being down 2-0. But on her way back. Debi not afraid to shoot over a ball. Ooh. Boy, I tell you, that outside point of that pocket has caught her a few times. Annie looking pretty good here. I think the bold player plays this breakout right now. He plays the 11 into that 15-13. Wow, nice little stroke on that ball. It's all the way back. Pretty dead straight on the 11 at this point. I think I'd probably play the 11 and take the 13 next and just draw off the 13 into the 15. She sees it different. She wants to take the 12-10 combo. Also pretty straight. Boy, nice control there. Keeps it off the rail and leaves herself that breakout one more time. Let's see if she goes for it this time. Big shout out to my mom, Marie Habener, who's listening out there. Hi, Mom. I love you. I'm sorry I'm a loser, but I'll be talking trash on here the whole time. Ooh, I even made you yawn. Sorry. I'll work on that. It's been a long day. Summerfields don't do 9 a.m. very well. Oh, and gets that breakout, just fails to pocket the ball. But rolls the 11 onto that 7 ball. That's going to make it tougher for solids. And let's see what Debi's got up her sleeve. Probably starting with the 5 ball. You wish you had a little more room to cue here, because you don't want to be underneath that 2 like you're going to end up. Oh, okay. So she just carried down a little further. The 4 ball's still there. 1 ball is a potential still cut. I don't know if she can see through to take the 3. I know the 1 is tempting, but I don't like doing that because you're going to end up missing the 11-7 going past it. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and back cut the 4 ball here. She looks like she's thinking safe. So batting that 4 ball probably up towards the center of the table. Dead into that 8 ball. It's a pretty good safe right there. Great control. Doesn't have a clear shot on any of her stripes. Very nice shot. Yeah, not even really easy hits here. I guess you can play off that left side rail into the 12 ball. And play off the foot rail into the 9 or 13-15. That's what she's going for. Doesn't quite turn that ball enough. Maybe she was going for the 11 ball there. I think she was trying to just clip into that 13-15. Failing to make contact, that's going to give her ball in hand. Bringing Debi back to the table. And Debi with ball in hand here has a great opportunity. Can't tell if that 7 goes in the... I would line up with my cue ball underneath that 7 ball to take it in the opposite side pocket right now, because from there, there's just nothing obstructed. There's quite the party going on at this table over there. All right, she's looking at the breakout here. Maybe not. All right, going to the 2 ball next here. gets right on that 4. I think she can still see the 3 ball, though. Can still see the 3. This is another breakout opportunity. This is something you got to hit with high inside, so high right English. You could probably do it just with right. In fact, maybe just right is better. Closer to center ball, right English. You're going to go left side rail, head rail, and into those balls. Oh, and just hit a little too much of that ball. Not a terrible miss, though, and didn't disturb the frozen ball. So in pretty good shape. I'm not sure what I'd do here, but I don't think it'd be offensive. I do not like either one of those banks back at me because I don't think they exist. You can definitely shoot the 12 ball here, but I'm not sure. I guess maybe the 12 ball can get you the 13. If the 12 gets you the 13, that's the shot. And it looked like she did. You're right, James. I need to slow my roll. You're absolutely correct. It's interesting. I guess I think a lot. I oftentimes think about Fargo as the lower rated players. The difference is in shooting ability and not just in strategy. But if there's one thing that I've proved, it's that shooting ability ain't everything, because I think that I'm pretty good with strategic stuff, and it just ain't always the case. I didn't describe that very well. Anyway, nice little safe there, and you're totally right. I think that it's easy to be just more offensively oriented and thinking about pocketing balls as opposed to playing all those breakouts. Slow motion Kalen going by. Undercuts that just a little bit. Nice try. All right, here we go, Debi. Debi does have a cut on this 4 ball. It's not an easy one. Wants the 3. What I like about the 3 is that it gets her on the right side of her work, but that's just not, not much good can come from being down there. Or it's hard to make the ball. I think it's the right side of things to be on if you're trying to run out, but you got to make a ball first. All right, drills it. Maybe setting up for the bank here on the 3 ball. Debi playing out of Q Masters Billiards there in Virginia Beach. Wow, nice effort. Great try for it. Not sure what the thought with the 7 was after that, but a great shot at that bank. And yeah, work cut out for her here for Annie coming back to the table. I can hear from here. Says 12 ball again, corner pocket. Didn't say which corner pocket. Oh, tough scratch there. Does that 7 ball pass the 11 to go in the lower Left-hand corner pocket. The Z shot on the 3, huh? I like that shot a lot. I accidentally Z-banked a ball in earlier. It was underwhelming. All right, here. Little trickle forward here for Debi. Ain't got plenty of speed on it this time. Makes this next shot a little more difficult. That's the shot, though. 3-ball, lower left-hand corner pocket. Making this one, you're in a great position to win this game and this set. This is the case game for Debi. Drills it. Oh, man. Almost drills it in the side. Yo. It's Rich's birthday. His unbirthday. Everybody down here. One of our fabulous table techs. Rich is phenomenal. If there's something to do on a diamond table, Rich can do it. Part of the Bad Boys family for a long time and somebody that we love and have a lot of respect for. So thank you for all your hard work. James, to answer your question, it will be us with Bad Boys doing commentating this time around for Western BCA. I will really, really miss having Kevin and Sherry at the event because I think they're, just about the best in the business. I don't think you can do much better than Railbirds. But, yeah, I will be thrilled to be doing some commentating, and hopefully you'll sit in and join me in the booth at some point. I'm going to be playing as well. I think everyone commentating will also be playing, so we'll be looking for people to help out around there for sure. James, you always have great insight, so hopefully we'll get you in there at some point. It'll be nice to have another giant in the booth. Kicking at this 3. 12 ball kind of in the way. Ooh, just a little wide. Nice try. And Annie Trembley, this is your chance. If you're watching this later, I don't know what's going to happen, but I tell you, you're going to look at this and be like, I was here to get hill, huh? So hopefully you get out of this and you're like, this was the beginning of my victory. But somebody mentioned earlier, taking pictures of tables and coming back and working on that stuff, you could lay out this 4-ball out, and there are a million different ways to go about it. But figuring out the one that works the most consistently for you is really important. You figure out a lot about percentages for shots, about the ones that you like, the ones you don't, the ones that are effective, and the ones that aren't as effective as you thought they were going to be. All right, so here's a good opportunity for her to make this 15, but also push through to get on the 12. You can also thin cut the 12, and that's going to be an easier leave for the 15, but harder shot for sure. Annie telling either friends or family to shut up over there. It was pretty funny. These ladies are having fun. Perfect shot. You just can't ask for much more than that. You kind of want to do the same thing here. Follow through on this one. You can draw back, but it's really easy to draw back and get stuck on the left side of that 8-ball and not get the punch that you want. So kind of like that. She does still have a shot on it. I like playing the back cut in the lower left-hand corner pocket because my cue ball is going to drift further down table. Looks like that's what she's looking at. But the cut in the lower right-hand corner pocket also works. Nice and easy. Oh, she overcut it. Oh, wow. Boy, and I tell you, if I'm Debi Nason right now and I see this, I want to take a picture of it because, this is for the set. And nobody understands what kind of pressure this is. And this is a long, straight shot. Wow. Wow, big shot there for Debi Nason. I think her Fargo just went up a point or two. All right. Oh, I think they're already hugging. Just giving it to her. Wowzers. Well, that is very sweet of her and definitely earned there, but all right, they are calling it. I'm not going to lie. I would have made her shoot it. Oh, here she goes. She's going to shoot it. Although I think they called it already. Debi Nason taking this one down. And on to the next round here. This is Annie Trembley finishing 17th through 24th. An incredible tournament for her. So congratulations to both these ladies. Keep it up. Thanks for joining us up out there in the chat room and on the whole Bad Boys stream. This is Summerfield or Boombox with Bad Boys TV. Brought to you by Lippman Lights, OB Custom Cues, Diamond Billiard Products, Break and Run Trucking, and by all of you. Thanks for joining us here at the 2022 BCA World Championship. We'll be back real soon with more pool action. Cheers.